Once upon a time, there was a young man named David who loved to drive. He would take his car out on the open road and feel the wind in his hair and the thrill of the speed. However, one day, while driving on a deserted highway, David suddenly found himself in a dangerous situation. As he approached a sharp curve, David realized that there was a large truck parked in the middle of the road, blocking his path. He slammed on the brakes, but it was too late. His car skidded on the pavement and he lost control. The car spun out of control and veered off the road, crashing into a tree. David was dazed and disoriented, but he managed to crawl out of the car. He could feel the pain coursing through his body, but he was determined to survive. He tried to call for help, but there was no cell phone signal in the remote area. David knew that he had to act quickly if he wanted to survive. He searched through the wreckage of his car and found a first aid kit. He treated his injuries as best as he could, stopping the bleeding and stabilizing his broken arm. As the sun began to set, David knew that he had to find a way to get help. He set out on foot, determined to find a way to get back to civilization. He walked for miles, his body aching and his mind filled with fear and uncertainty. Finally, after hours of walking, David saw a glimmer of light in the distance. He stumbled towards it, and as he got closer, he realized that it was a gas station. He stumbled inside and collapsed on the floor, exhausted and in pain. The attendant at the gas station called for an ambulance, and David was rushed to the hospital. He had suffered multiple injuries, but he had survived the accident. He was grateful for his determination and his will to survive. From that day forward, David never took his life for granted. He realized that every day was a gift, and he made a promise to himself to live life to the fullest. He continued to drive, but he did so with caution and a newfound respect for the dangers of the road. And he always remembered the strength and resilience that had helped him to survive his brush with death.